Hi, welcome back to Alien Space Talk. I'm Andy from Space for All Education, and we're going to look at one of the models of our solar system today, the Sun, the centre, the heart of our universe. Really, really important. So over the next 15 minutes or so, we're taking a deep dive into the science and the mystery of the sheer power and the incredible star that is our Sun. So sit back, relax, and let's bask in the glow of our Sun. We start off with the basics of the Sun. To kick things off, let's start with the basics. The Sun is a star, also called Sol. Really important that you understand that. Depending on the country you go to, it can be referred to as Sol or it's just like other twinkling lights, stars you see in the sky. But what makes ours so special is it's the closest one to Earth. Even though I say it's close, it's 93 million miles away. Quite a long way away, but it's safe. Okay, so it's 93 million miles. The distance is fundamental in astronomy because it's also called an astronomical unit, or an AU. So 1 AU is 93 million miles, the difference from the Earth to the Sun. And I'll use this reference when we're talking about planets as we go forward in future episodes. Okay, the Sun is a giant ball of hot plasma. It is not on fire. It's composed or made up of mostly hydrogen, about 73%, and the rest is helium and a small percentage of other stuff. So it is mostly gas. So it's gas, giant ball of gas, hot plasma, burning, but it's not on fire. It's about 109 times wider than the Earth, and its mass is 333,000 times greater. So it's really, really heavy and really, really wide. So you need 109 Earths lined up next to each other. That's how wide the Sun is. And it's 333,000 times. So imagine you standing there and your Earth, and imagine 333,000 people all gathered together. That would be the size of the Sun. So think of it like that. Yet, despite the enormous size, it's classified as a G-type main sequence star, or a G dwarf, which means it's still quite small, even though it's big to us. It's a relatively average star in the grand scheme of the universe. So it's a small, average star. But for us, it's hugely important, and it's crucial for our life. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the structure of the Sun. It's divided into several layers, and each layer has a critical role in its behavior. Just like the Earth, it has a core. The core is where we believe, from what we know of stars and everything like that, and what we've studied about the Sun, its temperature is a staggering 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. Nuclear fusion happens here. So nuclear fusion is what's powering it, not oxygen. Here, hydrogen atoms fuse together to form helium, releasing an incredible amount of energy, and it's that energy that reaches us as sunlight and heat. So it keeps us warm. Surrounding the core is a radioactive zone where energy slowly radiates outwards. It takes millions of years for the energy to move through this layer. So it's very, very thick, and it takes a long, long time to get through. Then it comes the converted zone where energy is transported by conventional currents. Think of it like boiling water. Okay, so I'm trying to be scientific, and it's not working really, is it? It's really hot. It's got to go through a layer, but as it gets through a layer, it gets even hotter, and it boils, and that's how it works. With the hot plasma rising and cooling, plasma is sinking. So the Sun is also expanding and contracting in different layers, which gives us different things. And we see this on the surface. The Sun's surface, or photosphere, is a layer we see from Earth, where the sunlight is emitted, and it's also where we can see sunspots, those dark, cooler regions appear, and above the photosphere lies the chromosphere, or corona, the Sun's outermost atmosphere, which is where you might have seen during a solar eclipse, where the Sun's bright disk is obscured. So let's make this easier. The corona, the center of the sun, is you get the sun going in front of it, and you see the radiant ring around the moon, and that's what we're looking at. That's the corona, and that's how we can look at the sun, but only during those times. Remember, the sun is actually white; it's not yellow. It's just yellow through our atmosphere. So when you're looking at it, think of when we take pictures of the sun from Mars, the sun's actually blue. The atmosphere was changed colour. Okay, the power of the sun. Now, here comes the maths. The sun is a powerhouse, produces enormous amounts of energy, about 3.8 times 10 to the power of 26 watts of energy in a second. Now remember, not all of that's coming towards Earth. The sun is a ball, so it's radiating everywhere. It's going in all sorts of different directions. It has more energy in a single second than all of humanity consumed throughout the entire recorded history. So you think all the way back 2,000 years ago that we have recorded history, even further than that, but all of history that we know of, the sun is generating more power than ever before. But the energy is crucial to life on Earth. Remember, we're in what's called a Goldilocks zone, so we're just far enough away, so it's perfect for us to live. It helps drive our climate, weather patterns, even water cycles. Without the sun, the Earth would be frozen, a lifeless rock drifting through space. Think of Mars. It's cold, it's frozen, there's nothing there at the minute that we know of, and it's floating through space. Or the moon, it's cold, there's nothing there. Without the sun, we wouldn't survive. So the sun is crucial to us. The sun's life cycle now. So we've gone through the layers and we've covered a little bit about the power. So the life cycle of the sun right now is about in the middle. To us, it's about 4.6 billion years old so far. It's got about another 5 million years in front of it. This phase is incredibly stable, but it won't last forever. In about 5 to 6 billion years, the sun will exhaust the hydrogen fuel and begin fusing helium. This will cause it to expand into a red giant. So the sun will become a red giant. But that's in 5 billion years, engulfing the inner planets, possibly even Earth. So you got to think so when it grows in 5 to 6 billion years, it's going to grow so big, it's going to grow 93 billion miles in every direction there is. That's huge. That's going to grow massive. It will shed its outer layer, creating a beautiful planet. Eventually, after that, it will then eventually shred its layer, creating a beautiful planetary nebula, and the remaining core will shrink down to a white dwarf star, cooling, slowly burning over millions of years. So even though it may destroy us, it will create new planets, planetary nebula, and become a white dwarf star with new planets orbiting it. But we're talking billions of years away. So it's a long, long time away. So please don't worry. However, that's amazing that it can destroy life, but it can create new life. I wonder what the new life would be. However, in 5 to 6 billion years, when this happens, where do you think we will be living? Do you think we'll still be on Earth when it happens, or do you think we'll be on Mars or elsewhere in the universe? Who knows? We could be anywhere in the Milky Way galaxy or elsewhere. Technology is changing, we made it up. But it's all part of the natural life cycle of stars. And by the time the sun reaches the stage, humanity will have plenty of time to figure out our next move. Perhaps finding a new star to call home. As I said, we may move somewhere. So let's see. The sun has a big history with our planet. The sun has not only shaped our planet, but also its culture and beliefs. Throughout history, civilizations have revered the sun as a powerful deity. Ancient Egypt worshipped Ra, the sun god, while Aztecs believed the sun needed human sacrifice to rise each day. We always looked up to the sun. Many cultures, the sun is a symbol of life, power, and rebirth. Winter solstice, for instance, celebrates the return of the sun after the longest night of the year and promises warmth and light returning. Even today, the sun plays a vital role in our lives, not just scientifically, but also culturally. We celebrate its presence with festivals, artwork, and even our daily routines revolve around the rise and setting of the sun. Think about it. You go to school when it's daylight, you come home when it gets dark. Yeah, you have a meal when it's evening, as the sun is setting, and you get ready for bed when it goes. All of this revolves because of the sun. It's amazingly cool, and it's an amazing, powerful thing. As we end our journey through the sun, it is clear that this star is the more than just a ball of fire in the sky. Now, it says a ball of fire. We say ball of fire, but it's not. It's a giant ball of plasma burning away, producing life. Source of life, and a driver of our planet system. A power force that will shape humanity's history in countless ways. So when you next step outside, you feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Take a moment to appreciate the incredible star that's making life possible on Earth. Also remember, that heat has taken approximately 8.5 minutes to reach us from the sun. 8.5 minutes it's taken to travel from the sun to you. Hugely important to us. Please join me for the next episode. We'll talk about the planet Mercury, and we'll go through more. If this will be available on all podcasts. There was also a YouTube clip of me doing this if you want to see my face. And don't forget to check out my website for more details. Look forward to hearing from you all soon. Take care. Keep looking to the stars. Bye.